Good afternoon, everyone. So I'm here not just to talk about Tibet Corps, but rather I'm here also to get your opinion about importance of serving your own community. Before I begin, I would just like to connect this with my experience. When I was in the initial stage of post-graduation, I was doing Masters in Human Resource Management. Serving Tibetan community was not the top priority for me, to be very honest. But then, I wanted to actually work in one of the big companies because of the course I did. So it's mostly related to working in company. However, with the situation which happened in Tibet after the Beijing Olympic, which led to the Tibetan protest, and eventually, at the same time, with the increasing number of self-immolations which happened in Tibet, it really made me thought so much. And then, I thought about it, the situations which were happening in Tibet. Like, Tibetans in Tibet are doing so much for Tibetan cause. They do so much to the extent that they sacrifice their own lives for Tibetan cause. And a situation where they have no freedom to express their feelings, raise their voice, especially in terms of political affairs. So I thought, why not me or Tibetans who are living in India or in exile? Like when we have lots of freedom to do anything that we wanted to for a Tibetan cause or any matter. So I thought, I can also contribute a bit from my own in any way to serve Tibetan community. Because I feel the human factor, doing something for community, in the end, it makes your life worth living. So that's why, that is how I ended up working at the Central Tibetan Administration. Coming back to the point, okay, I just want to know, like any one of you who are here, do you used to serve your community, or are you currently serving your community? Any one of you? Can you just raise your hands, and then I would just like to get some opinion about it. So I just want to know what inspires you to serve your community. Can you just explain?
For me, I don't know if it's inspiration. I just have a sense of responsibility. My community has done so much for me. So when my hair gets this color, I feel I should give back. So that's my motivation.
Yeah. How about you?
Yeah, in my community, I've received a lot of help, and then being able to give that back, especially to underprivileged children and to the environmental awareness, it's really important.
So I think everyone has different aspirations, motives, aims in life. And then people also think about your financial security at any point of time, which is important. But in the end, if you try to contribute or serve community, I think it makes a difference. You have a sense of satisfaction and a feeling of joy, and there's certain thing, which makes a difference in yourself. So I just want to read some quotes. You can see clearly. Kurek actually said, quality of your life will be determined by quality of your contribution. When you work to improve the lives of others, your life improves automatically. I think that's true. If you try to do something for your community, ultimately, it also helps you. It equips you and makes you a better person in many ways. So likewise, Winston Churchill also said the same thing, which is very popular. We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give. So I think these are really important to think about at a certain point of time in life. So this program began in April 2012, and this is the 2014 to 15 batch. Like, there are all Tibet Corps professional volunteers from different areas all across the world. This program is one of the important programs of the current cabinet of the Central Tibetan Administration. And the mission of this program is, it inspires Tibetan professionals to become directly engaged in tangible works of CTA and Tibetan community at large. And another important aim is it unites Tibetan professionals from Tibetan diaspora. Like there are Tibetans everywhere, especially Tibetans being refugee, Tibetans from UK, from America, from Europe, everyone come here. So it gives a platform, by mobilizing Tibetan professionals and coming here and serving Tibetan community. So if the question which will come, I'm sure, is, what are the requirements if I want to apply for this program? First of all, you have to be Tibetan, or you can be of Tibetan origin, meaning your mother or father can be Tibetan or non-Tibetan, or your grandparents can be Tibetan. Another important thing is it should be voluntarily done. So you should be willing to serve community voluntarily, which is really important. So either you can be Tibetan professionals who have lots of experience, or you can be postgraduate students who are exceptionally talented with your field of study or course. So like I said before, the aim of this program is it gives a platform for Tibetans to serve Tibetan community, and it mobilizes Tibetan professionals from Tibetan diaspora living across the world, and it eventually unites Tibetans and support Tibetan cause and Tibetan movement. So Thangshapa categories are same as Tibetan professional volunteer categories. So there are 3 categories. Fellows are those who have more than 10 to 20 years of experience. Those Tibetan professionals with such experiences can apply for this program. And mostly they can be a program advisor, or they can just guide with the experience. And the second category is professional category. They have to have maximum 3 to 5 years of experience in their specialized field of subject. Could be a news reporter, a translator, writer, or researcher. And students category are college graduates or postgraduates who are expert in their field. So some of the highlights I just want to explain. The launch of this program was done in April 2012, and we also have a Facebook page. If you just go to Facebook and type Tibet Corps, you can just see the updates about this program. And so far there are 40 Tibet Corps professional volunteers who have come and served the community in different ways. And we also have professionals who have signed up as a member. You don't need to volunteer in action, but then you can also sign up as a member and help promote this program in different ways. And on Voice of America, Kunling interview, the program director was interviewed. And there are different media coverages in Times of India, Tibet Times, and other newspapers about this program. And there are also different interviews which were taken on Tibet Online TV, Radio Free Asia, etc. And we have few recruitment of talented Tibetans like Tenzin from Oxford University, Tsringwangmo Thumba, she is a writer, author, and she teaches in San Francisco University, and Sonam Farsi, who is an ex-Tibetan parliament member. And renovation of Nangsi guest house, that is something really important for the volunteers who come from different places. So they have accommodation being provided for them to stay during their service here in Dharamsala. So like I explained before, different volunteers have come from different places, different countries. From US, there are 11 volunteers, and from UK, 3 have come. From Canada, 1. From India, 23. From Nepal, 1. And from Europe, 2. So they come from every nook and corner of the world, which helps unite Tibetans in different ways to serve community. Okay, so I'll just explain. You can just have a look at the picture and I'll explain briefly. In 2012 to 13, we have 8 Tibet Corps volunteers who have come. Sherab Tsomo from US, she's the first volunteer. She served as a tax and auditing specialist at Audit Department. And she also teaches the staff of Audit Department about the US tax and policies. And she also was specialized in auditing, so that's why she served for a few months at audit department. Likewise, there are other volunteers like Caroline from UK. She served as a development and communicate associate, and she mostly helped with drafting communication means and purposes to create awareness about Tibetan cause. And Tenzin from Boston, he also served as a IT associate, so he helped write a project proposal regarding internet security for CTA. So it turned out to be really helpful. And there are other volunteers like Tenzin Jigme. He served as a physiotherapist in Tibetan settlement at Bailakopi. So he looked after different patients, Tibetan old age patients, and he also visited different houses and patients, who are suffering with physio problems and all. And Tenzin Selden helped with the drafting of middle way policy documents. And there are also few nurses who have come here and served, like Sangye Shinzom from Dharamsala. She served at Tsujo Khangsar, is a Tibetan medical hospital at Bailakopi. So she served there and she looked after the patient, and she also gave health education to Tibetan people living there. So there are different professionals serving in different means with their capacity and knowledge. Like Tsering Wangpo, in her case, she conducted an English writing workshop for CTA staff, and she did that for a few months, and it really helped the staff in improving their writing skills. Likewise, Pema Gyatso from Seattle, US, she served as a youth outreach coordinator, and she mostly made use of social media means like Facebook and Twitter to create awareness about Tibetan cause. So, if I just explain the sampling of projects so far, like they served in different means. And in case of Tenzin Hanze, she helped with the graphic sequence of the news program of Tibet Online TV. So you can see in the picture, she is one of the volunteers who teaches at Lower TCV School, Tibetan Children's School, and she served as a primary teacher at Lower TCV. She taught English there, and she also served as an assistant librarian. And she was actually meant to serve for 6 months. However, after she finishes her service period, the principal of the TCB school, he said that she was really helpful for the students. That's why if her service can be extended, it would be really helpful for them. So that's why her service got extended to another 3 months, and it turned out to be really helpful for them. Tibetans living across the world, because there are many Tibetans who have never gotten a chance to serve Tibetan community who are living in the West. So for them it's a rare opportunity to serve. So the question which will come is the requirements are explained, and the aims and objectives are explained. So what opportunities are available to serve? So here there are different service opportunities, like professional researchers are required, translators are required at Department of Information and International Relations, professional teachers are required at different schools under Education Department, English content writers are required, project officers are required, construction supervisor, data analyst, dentist and doctor. So there are also other service opportunities and service positions which are required. So how to apply? So first thing is you can join Tibet Corps as a member. For that you don't have to be Tibetan. You can just sign up as a member. You can have a look on the website and help promote this program if you think this is helpful for the community at large. And another way is to apply through opportunities on the website. There are different opportunities, like I explained before. And you can contact Tibet Corps at the rate of tibet.net and send your resume. And you can also check regular updates on Facebook, where we have a Tibet Corps page, which can be extended to 6 months and which can be extended to another 1 year. So where are the service available would be the question which will come in your mind. So religion and culture. And you can also serve under branches of Home Department. So service can be also done at library and Tibetan Medical Institute and Tibetan Institute of Performing Arts. So what recognition you get is you get a monthly stipend, which is as a form of appreciation. This is being given according to different category of volunteer. And there's a Tibet Corps dormitory just near CTA at the entrance. And you also get a limited rent payment for those serving and staying at Tibetan settlements, like who serve there. They get a rent payment. And a certificate of recognition from Sikyong, the Tibetan Prime Minister, is also given for those who finish their service. So in this picture you can see Sikyong, the Prime Minister, is giving certificate to one of the volunteers when she finishes her service as a research associate at DIIR. And this is the Tibet Corps dormitory, where Tibetan professionals come during their service. They can stay there and they can also share a room when the rooms get occupied. And we also have a bag, Tibet Corps bag, so you can give donation as 500 rupees, and this donation will go for the cost of this program. And last time when we got an opportunity to get His Holiness's blessing, what he said was, "It is great to see Tibetan professionals from Tibetan diaspora coming and serving Tibetan community. More Tibetans should do that." So he encourages Tibetan professionals everywhere to come and serve Tibetan community. So now what I want to ask is, would you recommend Tibet Corps to your friends and family? If you will, can you tell them to check Tibet Corps page on Facebook and contact Tibet Corps at tibet.net for more details. Why? Because we want this program to become a large community of Tibetan professionals and university students, where you can use your skills, knowledge to strengthen the community. So what you can do is, you can spread the word to your friends and family. You can encourage them to join Tibet Corps, and you can also tell them to apply for a service opportunity. You can suggest someone or suggest us, who you think will be helpful, who you think will be a good match for a specific service opening, like I've explained above. And you can also donate as you support by different means, which will help us to recruit and support more Tibet Corps volunteers. So in short, what I want to say is, like I said before, there are different, for different people there are different aims, aspirations and motives in life. You have a different set of goals that you want to achieve. But I'm sure, if you try to do your own bit to help your community by contributing through different means, serving or through your knowledge, skills, to the community which has helped you learn, the community which has helped you grow, the community which has made you a better human being, I'm sure it will make your life worth living. Because in the end, I think we are all here to live, learn, serve, give and make a difference in life. Thank you. If you have any questions, you can ask me.
I noticed in your chart you had one member from Canada. Okay. You wouldn't happen to know who that is, eh? I'm from Canada. Okay. And so in spreading the word, it would be good to know.
Right. Yeah. She is from Toronto.
From Toronto.
Her name is Tibet. Yeah.
Okay.
So she served in museum, like where they work. So she served as a museum professional development.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any questions? How important do you think it is to serve your own community? Do you think it makes a huge difference? Like when you serve your own community and when you don't, when you work in a private company or any other organization? Do you think there's a difference?
It's a very quiet group, eh?
I think it makes a huge difference, especially when everybody, someone starts serving and then you influence others to start serving, and then you have that large community of service that basically holds up the rest of the community. So important.
And I think there's a human factor, when you are doing something, contributing something for a good cause, you have a sense of satisfaction, right? A feeling of fulfillment that you did something, when you look back, in the end, yeah, I did something for my community through different means. It's just not like I think about myself or like to have a good life with, financial security, but then, something, which makes you feel, different. So I'm sure the feeling is there. And this is the right program, to show your talent, to help your community, because it's not a permanent service. You can just serve for a few months. So, yeah.
How did you recruit the first?
We have a website, tibetcorps.org, where we have mentioned different service opportunities. So you can just apply there, and we also have a page on Facebook. So I'm sure, like most of the youth, they check Facebook to connect different people all across the world. So you can also search there, and people also spread through friends and families. So we also have certain interviews done. If you can just go on YouTube and check Tibet Corps.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd like to just conclude it up. Actually, I forgot to introduce myself. Okay, my name is Tenzin. Before introducing myself, I introduce her. Okay, right now, what she talks is about more opportunity for the Tibetans professional, right? But I would like to connect it with the youth also. So it's not like that only Tibetan can serve there as a volunteer. Even like a foreigner can volunteer at CDA, but the criteria and the recognition will be a little bit different, right? Otherwise, it's like anyone can do volunteer down there in their own professional way. So thank you for coming here, and I would like to thank our speaker. As a token of appreciation from Tibet Museum, we would like to give a Tibetan scarf to her. Thank you. Thank you. And